Daniel wrote this. Daniel wrote this before the documents came out. Listen to this. Listen to this. Daniel wrote this to Sonny. Daniel wrote this to Sonny a while back. You're getting it. Yep, you're getting it. Daniel says, after I got back down from the cabins, Malaya was standing in the same position holding Meadow. I ran into the house and did Lansdowne Road. I never seen a blanket in the tree, by the way. Meaning he put the fucking blanket in the tree, in my opinion. Going out to the railway tracks. Who heard that they saw who said that someone was at the railroad tracks and quiet for a couple minutes and then went back to fucking Highway 289? Do you guys hear me? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? The neighbor said this back in the beginning. Daniel said this fucking 2 months ago. And documents came out. He's telling. Oh, shit, a brick, man. Yes. Yes. They're not lying. We just proved it. Yes, hold on. I'm gonna play something. I gotta fix something. So I'm just gonna play this for 1 second. We're gonna get back to it. Daniel just fucked himself up here again.
Hearing detailed accounts from neighbors who were awake in the quiet hours before 4-year-old Jack and 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan disappeared from their home in Pictou County. The children were reported missing from their home at 10:01 on the morning of Friday, May 2nd. According to court documents, neighbor Brad Wong told police he heard a loud vehicle coming and going 3 or 4 times after midnight and into the early hours of the morning. Wong said his house is at an elevated position from the children's home on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne, and he could see vehicle lights over the treetops. He said the vehicle would drive off in the distance, and he could hear it stop and then return. He said it remained in earshot the entire time. Another neighbor, Justin Smith, told RCMP that at 1:30 a.m., he heard a car turn around by the railroad tracks near the area of Gairloch Road and Lansdowne Station Road. He said it made a noise.
You get it? You get it? Yeah. Daniel said this text months ago. Now we're learning about the documents, about the account of what they witnessed.
Shot the entire time. Another neighbor, Justin Smith, told RCMP that at 1:30 a.m., he heard a car turn around by the railroad tracks near the area of Gairloch Road and Lansdowne Station Road. He said it made a noise, then the vehicle was quiet for about 2 minutes, then drove off towards Lairg Road. Smith told police he later spoke with Wong, who informed him the vehicle was the children's stepfather, Daniel Martel. The court records also detail Martel's account of the evening. He told police he went to bed fairly early and didn't wake up until light the next morning. The document said the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, told police she went to bed around 9 p.m. She said Martel stayed up and she doesn't know what he did. Brooks Murray has not responded to our request for comment. In several interviews, though, Martel has told CBC he had nothing to do with the children's disappearance. And in a phone interview Friday, Martel said no one from the family.
Excuse me. Okay. I'll say it again because some of y'all aren't getting it. I was reading this account from Mr. Mathtel. This is from a couple months ago. He sent this to Sonny whenever he wasn't really talking. Sonny said, Daniel, give me an account of everything that happened. Daniel says right here, months ago. After I got back from the cabins, Malaya was standing in the same position, holding Meadow. I ran into the house and did Lansdowne Road. I never seen the blanket in the tree, by the way. Now, right here. Well, he says I went down Lansdowne Road. Going out to the railway tracks. On that road, turning and going back down Lansdowne Station Road, following it back to 289 and finishing the trip by going up the trail beside my house right to where the RV is facing into the driveway. The fucking neighbors said this verbatim. Fuck yes. And they said it months ago. Yes, 289 toward Larrick or whatever that place is. I thought it's, hold on, 1 second. Hold on. The fuck? Let me see here. Can someone send me the document just where he talks about this, the neighbor? I've got it, but I don't know where it's at right now. Hold on. Shit, wrong one. Full credit, DT show. Boom.
Yeah, she was actually laying beside me with my
trips. This was the backpack for trips.
Yeah, with the disappearance.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second. Remember, there's
Back
always
door,
some
the
truth.
back sliding door, got into the house.
Remember, there's always some truth in some of what they're telling us. They have to have an anchor to their lie. Mm-mm-mm.
Grabbed the keys off the end table because there was 2 sets of keys, right? And then I didn't take my phone. Well, I don't remember taking my phone because there's no service out there anyway. Not like I can use it.
So he didn't take his phone that night, in my opinion.
I left my phone on the end table. I'm pretty sure I left it on the end table. Investigators would know that for 100%. So
And-
grab the keys, ran out to the Nissan Pathfinder, and that's when I started to search the dirt roads and the culverts, right? So I went up Lansdowne Road,
Here we go.
and I already told investigators this, but that blanket was not there in that tree.
Which direction were you
That
heading?
would be coming out the end of the driveway, and I'm going right toward Lansdowne Road, over the tracks, and then hanging a hard right.
So you were coming the direction that would have been visible to you, and you didn't see it.
Charmaine. Okay, listen to this, Charmaine. I was just reading something. Do you remember when Daniel sent this text to Sonny? When Sonny said, Daniel, send me something of an account of what happened that day. Remember that? Daniel sent this. And I had some problems with it above there. Okay. Yep, sure do. Perfect. Now listen to this. This is Daniel's text. After I got back down from the cabins, Malaya was standing in the same position holding Meadow. This is the important part. I ran into the house and did Lansdowne Road. I never seen the blanket in the tree, by the way. Okay? Listen to this. Going out to the railroad tracks on that road, turning and going back down Lansdowne Station Road, following it back to 289 and finishing the trip by going up the trail beside the house, the right of the RV facing into the driveway. That is exactly what the neighbor said. That's exactly what the fucking neighbor said. He came down there, went to the fucking railroad tracks. Everything was quiet for a couple minutes. Right? Everything was quiet a couple minutes. Well, Kate, he says it's Friday morning. He says it's Friday morning. In my opinion, that is Thursday night into the early hours of Friday morning. By 5 o'clock, all of this is taken care of. That is his anchor. A part of it happened. Yes, that's the anchor. But it happened throughout the night. This is exactly what the fucking document says. The trail meaning the old road blocked by a downed tree. But I'll tell you this, what I think happened. But Daniel went to bed early. Sure he did. Sure he did. Sure he did. I know. We know what road he took. I'm pretty sure. Oh, he fucked. He fucked up. Thank you, Wolfie. Oh, fuck. I can't see. Hold on. 1 second. Let me see which one it is. It's blurry, Wolfie. V1 personal info. Okay, on May 17th. I might have it. Let me just see here. I got it. Hold on. Listen to this. Listen to the report. May 17, 2025. Justin Smith said he was on good term with the McKenzie's family and helped Janie out in the past. He did not know Malaya, Daniel, Jack, or Lily specifically. On Thursday night into Friday morning, he was up until 1 a.m. on Facebook. Around 1:30 a.m., he heard a car on Highway 289 turn around by the fucking railroad tracks near the area of Gerlach Road and Lansdowne Station Road. It made a noise and went quiet. The vehicle was quiet for about 2 minutes and then drove toward Larrig Road, which is 289. He later spoke to Brad, who informed him Daniel's vehicle came and went 5 or 6 times that night. Wong said the car Smith heard was Daniel. Smith helped with the search Friday, Saturday, but did not find anything. There you fucking go. Thank you, Charmaine, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Yep. And you see, Daniel's saying the same thing. He's saying the same thing, but he's just saying it happened Friday morning before 10 a.m. Neighbors are saying, no, motherfucker, I was up. I was up. No bueno. This was throughout the night. They're all saying the same thing. It's just the timing. It's just the timing. Yes, hidden. They all know. Ash Cash, my blood pressure's up right now. Your blood pressure, I'm seeing fucking stars. Oh my God. Technically, it did. They need to re-ask that fucking lie detector test. Daniel, were you driving anywhere Friday morning between, midnight and 5 a.m.? Ask that. That's what they need to ask. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say now. Listen to what he says here.
I'm not sure if she's still on the phone with 911. She might have been on speakerphone of this dispatch. And so I say, I'm jumping in the car. So I ran inside. I tried to go into the front door. Door's locked. Ran through the back door, the back sliding door, got into the house,
Joyous.
grabbed the keys.
Joyous. Me either. Me either. I pray all the time, Lord, let me see something if I need to see it. I think I know the area. I feel like me and Wolfie and Darlene and a few of us, I think we're getting closer to a search area. I hope. I'm praying.
Off the end table, because there was 2 sets of keys, right? And I didn't take my phone. Well, I don't remember taking my phone because there's no service out there anyway. Not like I can use it. So I left my phone on the end table. I'm pretty sure I left it on the end table.
He left his phone on the end table that night. He said he didn't take his phone. Didn't take his fucking phone. And I wonder, and this is my feeling, when they says it's silent for a couple minutes, I don't know if he actually means a couple minutes, like as in 2 minutes, or he just noted it was silence. You're not really paying so much attention to it, but just going back, I wonder if he went right there. Hold on. I am onto your ass, Daniel. 1 second. Said he could hear it within all the time. Might have not been that night. It might have been the next morning. I don't know. But, right here is where the turned around or something. And he says he comes on this road. But I wonder, when it was silent that night, was he in this area, parked it for a couple minutes, and threw a blanket in there or a couple shoes, make some footsteps? Or did he do that the next day, the next morning? I don't know.
Investigators would know that for 100%. So
And-
grab my keys, grabbed my key or grabbed the keys, ran up to the Nissan Pathfinder, and that's when I started to search the dirt roads and the culverts, right? So I went up Lansdowne Road, and I already told investigators this, but that blanket was not there in that tree.
Which direction?
Listen,
That would be when I'm
listen, Daniel, don't you fucking change it now. You said it in the beginning. You said it just the other day. Don't you fucking change it now, Daniel.
coming out the end of the driveway, and I'm going right toward Lansdowne Road.
Okay. Coming out right, going Lansdowne Road.
Over the tracks and then hanging a hard right.
There we go. Hanging a hard right. You'd be dropping this fucking blanket off, in my opinion, and those shoe prints. Remember, it was quiet there a couple minutes. Quiet a couple minutes. Now listen.
So you were coming the direction that would have been visible to you, and you didn't see it.
Yeah, I'd be going. Right at the end of the driveway. I take a right. I'm going up the road.
Across the railroad tracks and then the right up of the dirt road.
Yeah, that's Lansdowne Road where the blanket was found.
I think he pulled in right here. He pulled in right here, in my opinion. Dropped the blanket. Went to the other side. Some shoe prints. Perhaps the shoe prints.
All right. So
Turned
when you're
around.
running around and as you're going
Now
outside,
listen to what he says.
that gate outside, is it always open? Was it unlocked? Was it locked?
Sometimes it's open.
Hold on,
Is
we
so-
missed part of it.
But
Listen.
that blanket was not there to search the dirt roads and the culverts, right? So I went up Lansdowne Road, and I already told investigators this, but that blanket was not there in that tree.
Which direction were you
That
heading?
would be when I'm coming out the end of the driveway, and I'm going right toward Lansdowne Road, over the tracks and then hanging a hard right.
So you were coming the direction that would have been visible to you, and you didn't see it.
Yeah, I'd be going. Right at the end of the driveway. I take a right. I'm going up the road.
Across the railroad tracks and then the right up of the dirt road.
Yeah, that's Lansdowne Road where the blanket was found.
All right. So when you're running around and as you're going outside and you're looking, that gate outside, is it always open? Was it?
After he says that, he says he turns around and goes up 289. Larrig, Larrig or whatever that place is called. He goes up Larrig. And then he says he goes up the old road behind his house. He fucked up. And I'm so glad. Fence wasn't finished. Probably left his phone at the end of the table when he went to get rid of them too. Everything he says now can be applied to hours before. Absolutely. I think he's telling us what he did, but he's just not telling us the time. And the neighbors are telling us the other part. They're telling us, yeah, we heard this car, where it went. They had no idea. Neither one of them had any idea. What, Beverly? Ashton, what? It was a 5-speed. It was. CB, that's nothing new. That's nothing new. That's the whole reason I did this live. It's nothing new. They don't have, there's no surveillance right there in that little area between the railroad tracks and the neighbor's thing enough to, there's nothing there. They've never had surveillance through there. They don't have it. It's nothing new. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. He says he was asleep. Remember how Daniel says he goes in at 12:30 at night? Can't remember another fucking time or anything throughout the day. I thought Jack and Lily were already in bed. But 12:30, he says he flips on the lights and sees Jack and Lily in their bed. And then what do you know? Right after that, neighbors didn't know this. Neighbor said, 1:30, we hear cars. There you go. 1-ish when he was leaving. Yep, 12:30, 1-ish, 1:30. There you go. I've got a message that says 12:30, Randy. 12:30 either way. Daniel says, I grabbed my keys. I mean, the keys. Yeah. He did grab his keys. He was driving his car. Well, exactly, Robin. I made a whole live about very something similar. You said, I'm going to add on to what you're saying here. He says, because there's two sets of keys, right? Who the fuck says that? Nobody says, because there's two sets of keys, right? Beverly, you can text me or email me, mods. Yeah, the Subaru key fob. Watch this. Hold on, I'm going to save Beverly's. Where was that? Or Robin, sorry, Robin. I'm going to save that. Watch this. God, my blood pressure's up. Okay. Okay. Let me see if it sets. Okay, here it is. Listen to this. Listen to this right here.
And look in the cabins, look around the area. Didn't see them. I'm screaming and yelling, Lily and Jack, Lily and Jack, Lily and Jack. And then I make my way down. There's a hill behind mom's RV. I make my way down. And Malaya's standing there. I'm not sure if she's still on the phone with 911. She might have been on speakerphone. Kind of looks like she was messaging.
Listen.
But she might have been on speakerphone with that, with the, the dispatch. And so I say, I'm jumping in the car. So I ran inside. I tried to go into the front door. Door's locked. Ran through the back door, the back sliding door, got into the house, grabbed the keys off the end table, because there was two sets of keys, right? And I didn't take.
Because there was two sets of keys, right? 2 sets of keys, right? Nobody says 2 sets of keys. Why the fuck are you talking about 2 sets of keys? Because there was 2 sets of keys. He is doing that to get ahead of it. I haven't seen that the Subaru has been sold. He listed it for sale years ago. But there's more that we know. It's totally unnecessary.
My phone. Well, I don't remember taking my phone because there's no service out there anyway. Not like I can use it. So
Hold on.
because there's no service out there anyway. Not like I can
It says out there, but doesn't he say there's no service up there?
take my phone. Well, I don't remember taking my phone because there's no service out there anyway. Not like I can use
No service out there anyways. Out there anyways.
it. So I left my phone on the end table. I'm pretty sure I left it on the end table. Investigators would know that for 100%. So
And-
grab
Daniel, you told them you left it there. So why are you saying investigators would know that there? Because I'll tell you what. I believe he didn't take the phone that night. Okay? He didn't take the phone that night. But he did take the phone in the morning time when he was looking through the culverts. When he was looking around. Gotcha, Beverly. Because remember, he took the phone in the woods. He took the phone in the woods with him. Yeah, thank you, Mecca. Oh yeah, she said she heard kids that morning. She didn't hear shit. That's what I told you, Marie. I've offered him a lie detector test, all expenses paid. It'd be a very specific format and a very specific test with very specific questions. I think he does have a burner as well, but
my keys, grab my key or grab the keys, ran out to the Nissan Pathfinder,
hold
and
on.
that's when I
There it goes. There he goes. Listen to that. Listen. He fucks up.
grabbed my keys, grab my key or grab the keys, ran out to the
Grabbed my keys. Up. Grabbed the keys. You fucking grabbed. Yes. Remember how the neighbor said it was your car, Daniel? You fucked up right there. You fucked up right there. That's exactly what you did. Grab my keys. Yeah, the neighbor said, fucking was your keys. Grabbed my keys. Grabbed the keys.
Nissan Pathfinder, and that's when
And he says, to the Nissan Pathfinder. He's got to add that.
I started keys. Investigators would know that for 100%. So
And-
grab the keys, ran up to the Nissan Pathfinder, and that's when I started to search the dirt roads and the culverts, right? To the Nissan percent. So
And-
grab the keys, ran up.
Grab my keys, grabbed my keys, or grabbed the keys 3 different times. Let me just read you this part of the document. He later spoke to Brad Wong, who informed him Daniel's vehicle came and went 5 or 6 times that night. Wong said the car Smith heard was Daniel's. Now, grabbed my keys, grabbed the keys. Three times before he gets which way. Yep. Yep, the Pathfinder. Well, I have 2 sets of keys, one to the truck and one to the car. Oh, yeah. Well, and listen to this. Malaya just got her vehicle. The neighbor doesn't know the sound of her vehicle yet. They're used to Daniel's vehicle, right? They're used to Daniel's vehicle.
To the Nissan Pathfinder. So
And-
grab the keys, ran up to the Nissan Pathfinder, and that's when I started to search the dirt roads and the culverts, right? So I went up Lansdowne Road, and I already told investigators this, but that blanket was not there in that tree.
Which direction were you
That
heading?
would be when I'm coming out the end of the driveway, and I'm going right toward Lansdowne Road, over the tracks, and then hanging a hard right.
So you were coming the direction that would have been visible to you. And
Documents. On Thursday night into Friday morning, he was up around 1 a.m. on Facebook. Around 1:30 a.m., he heard a car on Highway 289 turn around by the railroad tracks near the area of Gairloch Road and Lansdowne Station Road. It made noise, then went quiet. The vehicle was quiet for a couple minutes, then drove toward Lairg Road, the other way, which is what Daniel says in the thing that he told us months ago. Then Daniel says he goes up the neighbors behind the house, which I do believe that he did. I believe Daniel. I just don't believe the time. I actually believe him, but I don't believe the time. Because there is 2 neighbors that are saying the same thing. And Daniel is saying the exact same thing, except he is saying a different time, which is very important. ran out to the Nissan Pathfinder. It is such a goofy statement. Yeah. We want you to know which exactly vehicle he drove. Oh, he's setting it up. He's very manipulative. Daniel is very manipulative. He's not actually smart. He's manipulative, right? He knows how to manipulate. You don't say, I ran out and got in, my GMC, or I ran out and got in my Ford, and took the keys. You say, I went out and got in my car, went out and got in my truck. You don't say it like this. You say your car, your truck, whatever. At first he said the vehicle. Oh, thank you, Mecca. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate you. I'm sorry I missed that. You got this, Justin. Don't ever doubt yourself. Thank you, love. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Very kind of you. Drive by neighbor 5 times at 1 a.m. Do you remember in the beginning people said Malaya's car was broke down, then it changed to Daniel's car was broke down? Daniel's car. Oh, I'll show you. Hold on. Hold on. One second. Do you remember the very long article that came out a few months ago when they're talking about Earl, his dad? Do y'all remember that? Trying to find that article. Here we go. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can hear this. This is not the one I want, but this one will work for now, I think. This is the article here. Oh. Hold on, maybe it's right here. Maybe it's a video. One second. All right, listen to this. See if y'all can hear this in a second. Do you remember that? Can y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all can hear that. Them speaking. You don't hear that? Okay. This was 2 months ago when Hunter posted this. Let me find it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Here's 2 months ago. The family, okay, this is it. This is the thing I was looking for. I wish they would have gave me. This is from the CBC. The family was under pressure. A confluence of financial woes left the couple turning to relatives for help. Like many lower tier workers at the mill, Daniel had been cut back to 1 shift a week. His car was off the road because it needed repairs he couldn't afford and wasn't able to drive. And he had to rely on his uncle, who would also work the mill, to take him to work or Malaya. Other means of cash flow had been cut off in recent months. Child support for Jack and Lily's biological father had stopped after he lost his job. Malaya's monthly Canada child benefits check or baby bonus, which is under federal guidelines, would be about $1,900 per month, was halted because Daniel hadn't filed his taxes, which were due by April 30th. The family was in a bad way on so many levels that any of them could have been a catalyst to tragedy. Okay, that part wasn't the part of the article, but this was the part of the article. Right there. You hear that? Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much. You received that pearl necklace. Make sure you thank this man. Appreciate your love. Thank you so much for your support. With Daniel emphasizing the maker of the car, his phone on stand sounds so stupid. It's really like a big spotlight he's putting on himself to keep talking. Yes, but he's doing that to get. Can y'all not see me? Did Justin leave? What do you mean, did Justin leave? Am I not here? Can y'all see me? Okay. Okay. All right. So let me see here. Let me see if I can find this. What was Daniel supposedly driving? Why wasn't Daniel's. Hold on a fucking second. Okay. Take this thing down. This is the article. I think it is. This might be the article.
Months after Nova Scotia children vanished, a clearer picture emerges of their lives before their disappearance. By Lindsay Jones and Greg Mercer. Article has been corrected. Deep in the middle of Nova Scotia, far from its quaint coastal towns, sits Lansdowne, a hamlet of around 100 people in a cellular dead zone. It's surrounded by endless spruce forests, bushes like razor wire and bogs that breed swarms of black flies. Like many faded settlements across the Maritimes, Lansdowne reached its peak more than a century ago. About 150 kilometers northeast of Halifax, it was once...
Okay, look at this. He's on stress from the mill. He says people stare at him or give him dirty looks wherever he goes in public. Recently, a used car salesman, he said a salesman snatched a vehicle key from his hand and walked away when he realized he was talking to Lilly and Jack's stepfather. So you were looking for a car, Daniel, which you obviously just got a new one. Isn't that interesting? How he didn't fix his car, but he went and got another one. He went and just bought a brand new, not a brand new, he went and bought an Escalade, right? Which is an expensive car. Why didn't you fix your car, Daniel? Mm-hmm. It wasn't in the fucking driveway the morning Jack and Lily went missing, was it, Daniel? 1 second. Let me get a soda. 1 second. Why was it not in the driveway, Daniel? All right. One second. Months ago, a neighbor who spoke to the Globe said they reported this information. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Oh my God. Because I'm getting ready to bust this guy. I'm getting ready to read something here. That's very interesting. All right. Can you do an AI song for what? What is this? The Get Up? What is it? Okay, I got you, Chihuahua. Thank you. I got your email. All right. I just needed a second. Listen to this. When was this? Okay, number 5. Remember that. This came out August 8th. Nearly 2.5 months ago. There is, however, at least one account of strange activity at the mobile home that night. RCMP spokesperson said Corporal Carly McCann confirmed the police received a tip on May 8th from someone who described hearing a vehicle come and go from the mobile home throughout the night before the children were reported missing. Quote, investigators are continuing to review and assess more than 600 tips from the public and follow up on over 800 tasks, end quote, she wrote in an email. A neighbor who spoke to the Globe said they reported this information on May 8th. The neighbor said that they were working on a vehicle in their own yard and they heard same loud 5-speed car come and go from the trailer about 6 times from midnight to 5 a.m. after the children's disappearance. The neighbor considered it important information and reported it to the police. The Globe agreed not to name the neighbor because of concerns for their safety in the community. There you fucking go, Danny. There you go. Give me 1 second. Now, one second, what he says here. This is a very long article. Families brought us to a location not far away that there's a piece of blanket which the mother says she believes belongs to her daughter. Remember, Daniel, you denied it. You denied that blanket for so long, Daniel. I kept pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. I wonder why you would deny that. Maybe because your car stopped around midnight down that area for a few minutes, then picked back up, turned around and went to 289. One second. Malaya called 911 around 10 a.m. Daniel said he jumped in her white SUV and left to check nearby dirt roads, culverts, and streams. Now I really wonder. Good night, Joyous. Love you, darling. Um, now I really wonder why the hell did Janie not want that fucking RV checked in the beginning? Why she threw such a bitch fit about it? Somebody's going in and out of that trailer several times that night. Malaya, I never thought they would run off on me like that. I'm so distraught, Malaya says. Daniel, you said they ran away before. Malaya floated the idea that Jack and Lily were abducted. A few hours later, quote, many are suspecting they were picked up by somebody, end quote. She texted Belinda, which we've seen those, quote, because there is no trace of them or Lily's backpack. Daniel, meanwhile, was tearing through the woods on foot and wading in streams, telling people he was moving faster than the police helicopters. That day, carloads of family members pulled up to search. In the mid-afternoon, a non-encrypted radio channel crackled with voices of emergency responders. Quote, families brought us to the location there, not far away, and that there's a piece of a blanket which the mother says she believes belongs to her daughter. Where they seized Lily's pink blanket, torn, wound around the lower branches of a spruce. It was about a kilometer from the mobile home, off gravel Lansdowne Road, where Daniel's father and uncle lives. The road runs deep into backcountry, connecting the dirt roads that snake further into the wilderness to remote lakes, backwoods dumps, and clear-cut tracts of land. When when a police officer asked Daniel about the pink blanket, he said it wasn't Lily's at first. Police began pounding on doors into the early hours of the next morning. They came to the door to Daniel's father, Earl Martell, a retired tire plant worker who lives atop a hill in a bungalow he built himself 40 years ago. Earl guided police into the yard. Old campers, a derelict log cabin filled with junk, and to Daniel's older model black sedan in need of repair he couldn't afford. You hear that? What did it need, Daniel? Oh, Trishy, honey, it's been a stream, girl. We found out some stuff. Holy shit. Look at there. Cars at Daddy's. Cars at Daddy's. It was leaking oil. So you could run it. Holy shit. Hmm. One second. I see where Daniel gets it from. Earl guided them into the yard to the old campers in a derelict log cabin filled with junk and Daniel's older model black sedan in need of repairs he couldn't afford. He's such a piece of shit. That would definitely make noise if it was leaking pistons. Yeah. Cheney was clearing up oil. Maybe, you never know. But I can tell you, yes, why use a wrench for that purpose? Daniel hates Lindsay from the news. Good for you, Lindsay. That's right. He wasn't using Malaya's car. That's for fucking sure. Malaya texts Blenda that night. They're combing through the woods. I have reason to believe that they may have been taken by someone else. They should have found them now by the woods. Cindy, get the fuck out of here, end quote, Daniel recalled saying. It was late in the afternoon on Saturday when Daniel and Malaya's relatives began to turn on each other. In the dooryard of the trailer, a discussion about math used in the home led to one of Malaya's family members to hurl an accusation that Daniel must have done something to the children's disappearance. The charge ignited a blaze of angry words. Eventually, Daniel's mother, Janie, don't you talk about my Danny like this. He might smoke meth 7 times a day. That doesn't mean he's a bad boy. What's the dog's name? Izzy Roscoe. Whatever the fucking dog. Izzy Fluffy. That's right. Isn't he Tucker? You little fucker. Tucker, come here. Tell your brother to stop smoking the meth. He's being hard on us. It's being hard on us than the meth. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. It's almost 2 o'clock. I gotta be up in 3 hours. I'm not gonna fucking sleep tonight. I can tell you already. We got to find Jack and Lily, guys. We've got to find Jack and Lily. Voice analysis. Well, there's a specific format that I believe. I would like to know the format that they used on Daniel for the lie detector test. I bet you it wasn't a specific format. Thank you, being Florida. That's right, Cheryl. Be like calling a fluffy dog Baldy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dreamcatcher, I know. All right, guys. Oh, Joyous, I'm sorry. I did not see that. I'm sorry. Thank you for everything, Justin. This old gal needs to head to bed. I'll catch the reply tomorrow. Love you, chat group too. Love you, Joyous. You already went to bed, but thank you so much. And thank you, yes, ma'am. Appreciate you, darling, as well. Start about an hour in, Trishy. That's where it gets good. I'll clip it all and do a video. Love you guys. God bless you. Justice for Jack and Lily. The people that did something to Jack and Lily, we're not going to stop until whoever did something with Jack and Lily, justice is brought and they are found. God bless you guys.